मद्यान्ते म्रान्दस्य ज्ञानञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुमिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। नमो ॐ विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते मधुसूदनाय बापूजी इति नामिने नमस्ते मधुसूदनाय भक्तिपादप्रियाय ते दुर्लभ कृष्ण भक्ति सर्वकारिणे। So, Hare Krishna, today we will continue with Bhagavad Gita 4.34. This is the shloka in the Bhagavad Gita. So over here, Lord Krishna is telling Arjuna, and this is very significant, right? That just try to learn the truth, approaching a spiritual master. Inquire from him submissively and render service unto him. The self-realized souls can impart knowledge unto you because they have seen the truth. So over here, Krishna is telling Arjuna that they are all different. Before this shlok, there were all these different kinds of liberation, that how you can become liberated from the cycle of birth and death. But over here, this is the conclusion of all of that speech. Like when you're writing an essay, how you start a new paragraph because you're moving on to a different topic. So this is the conclusion of all of those topics. That just simply, if you try to do yoga, if you try and try to perfect your senses, if you try and follow all of these ways in which you can become liberated, right? This is the easiest. Just try to learn the truth by approaching a spiritual master. Right? That is so simple. And Krishna is telling Arjuna this. And Krishna is standing right in front of Arjuna. As you have told him, he'll come straight to me. In fact, what happens is Krishna performs all of these pastimes. And then Krishna himself manifests as the spiritual master to explain those pastimes to us. Just like how Lord Sri Krishna expanded himself as Lord Balram, the first expansion. And Balram is always seeking ways to serve Krishna. When goes into Yog Nidra, he's lying down. Balram serves as the Sheshnag, right? As the snake over Krishna's head, he fans him. Krishna is sleeping on the body of the snake so that it's all comfortable and nice fluffy bed, right? And making sure that no one is disturbing Krishna, right? And you will ask, then, if Balram is expansion of Krishna, then how is he considered to be Krishna's elder brother? Because what happened was, when Lord Ramachandra came down, manifested on this material earth, right? Of course, Lakshman also was there. And in that avatar, Lakshman was younger than Lord Ram. So whatever Lord Ram said, Balram and his avatar as Lakshman had to follow every single thing. When Lord Ram was sent to the Vanvas, Lakshman wanted to get up and rebel, but he could not. His elder brother, Lord Ram, told him, right? No, we will accept this. He couldn't get up and rebel. And when Lord Ram, right, they didn't want to do something, but people came and they kept on requesting, Lord Ram did it, right? At that point also, Balram wanted to say no. Lakshman wanted to say no. So that's why then, once Lord Ram wrapped up his Leela, right, Lakshman asked only for one thing, that when you come as Lord Krishna, I want to be your elder brother. Because over here I was your younger brother and I could not tell you anything. Right? And it is not, Balram did not want to be an elder brother in terms of ordering Lord Ram, Lord Krishna. He wanted to be an elder brother in terms of protecting Lord Krishna. That's why we celebrate Raksha Bandhan also on this day, on that Balram Jayanti day. Right? Where all the sisters tie the thread to their brother for protection. And Balram is always in the service attitude. And the expansion of Balram is our spiritual master. Right? Our spirit, Balram is Guru Tattva. So the expansion of Balram is our spiritual master. So just imagine if Lord Balram is serving Krishna so much, always thinking about how to serve Krishna, how to please Krishna, how to make Krishna more happy, right? The Guru Maharaj, the spiritual master, an expansion of that Lord Balram. And that's why spiritual masters also always thinking how to please his spiritual master, his acharyas, the how to please Krishna, how to please Lord Balram. And without the spiritual master, now we have come down on this material earth. If we have taken birth, we had no option in that. We didn't get to choose our family. These days, there are all these AI videos that are coming up where a newborn baby who's born in a hospital, they go and start taking their interview. How do you feel being born in this? And literally, that baby who is just a few hours old, who's sitting there through AI, the visual is created where he's talking and responding back. So they asked this one baby that how do you feel now? Today you'll be discharged from here and go home. Right? How are you feeling? And the baby responds that if my parents are Ambanis, or if they're billionaires, or they're rich people, then I will enjoy my life. But if there's some regular middle class people, what only will happen? I don't want to leave this hospital. I just want to stay here. Just imagine that funny scene where the baby is literally saying this, right, through that AI. So we did not get a choice of the body that we wanted, choice of the parents that we wanted, choice of the family that we got, choice of the skills, right, that we got. Some people are very good at singing, some people are very good at playing sports. We did not get to choose, right? But we can make a choice that what do we want? Where do we want to go at the end of this life? When we leave this body, where do we want to go? Right? And there only our spiritual master can take us there. Because without the mercy of Krishna, that's why Krishna is saying this shloka over here, that without the mercy of your spiritual master, right? Without the mercy of the spiritual master, one cannot get the mercy of Krishna. So everyone says that why do I need a guru? My parents are my guru. Right? We all pray also. Yes, the parents are our guru. They are our first guru. The mother, in fact, is the first guru who teaches us everything, who brought us into this world, kept us 9 months in her womb. Right? But our parents are the spirit, are the guru that brought us into this world. Our spiritual master is the guru who will take us out of this world where we never have to take birth again. Right? They take us back to that spiritual world. In fact, Yasya Prasada Bhagavad Prasado, Yasya Prasada Nagati Kutopi. We sing that every day in the Mangalati. All of our acharyas have written, right? That without the mercy of Guru, even it is very difficult to receive the mercy of Krishna. So, in this way, how? By approaching a spiritual master. And it is not that we just go inquire, hey, spiritual master, hey, Guru Maharaj, can you just tell me about Krishna? No. Right? It is render service unto him. You serve the spiritual master. People will ask, how do you serve? There are many ways that you can serve the spiritual master. Remember, our spiritual master is a walking deity of Krishna. And it is said that if one is not completely surrendered, one should not even go close to the spiritual master. Because when we are serving the deity of Krishna, right, at home or in the temple, whatever time you wake up Krishna, you wake up the deities, deities will wake up. Whatever time you offer them boga, they will accept the boga. Whatever time you put them to you do Shayan Seva, you close the door and you make them sleep, they will sleep. But the spiritual master, some days they may wake up at 3 a.m. and they may say, okay, I need this right now. You might be in the middle of the sleep. But no, at that point, it is our duty to get up and serve our spiritual master. So the spiritual master, you will say, okay, now the breakfast is ready. Let me go offer bhog to my spiritual master. And Guru Maharaj may say, no, I'm not ready for this yet. And then you will say, what is this? I made all of this hot. Now again I have to remake and all of these. If all of these thoughts start coming, right, then we start falling down. Because the Guru Maharaj is the walking form of Krishna. It is very hard to serve them with complete surrender and dedication. So until and unless one does not reach that position, we should observe our spiritual master from far away. Because once you start getting so close and you realize, oh, my spiritual master is going to the bathroom. Oh, he's just human like me. Oh, my spiritual master falls sick. He takes medicine just like me. Oh, my spiritual master does this just like a regular human being. Then we lose that connection and that feeling, right? Remember, there was once a person who said that how do you know if a person is actually worthy, if they're good enough to become your life partner, whether it's a boy, girl, anyone, right? Because if you either go to a restaurant with them or you go outside with their friends, in front of you, they will always be nice because they're trying to impress someone. They're trying to impress someone new. So how will you be able to judge what kind of a person they are in those few hours or in those few months or those 6, 8, 10 months, 12 months? Because you are not with them 24/7. Even if you see them every single day, 2, 3, 4 hours, it will be very hard to judge. Because they'll always be nice around you, be nice to the people around you, and everything. Right? It is said that the way to judge a person of how they are they eligible to become your life partner or not, is to see how they are with their own immediate family members, because they don't have to impress them. Right? They are with them 24/7. And then they start taking them for granted. And then how they treat them, that is what we should use to judge a person, how their character is in choosing a life partner. In that similar way, right, when we are far away from the spiritual master, everything they do, it seems really great to us. Wow, my spiritual master's walking like Krishna. He looks like Krishna. Everything he does is like an expansion of Krishna, right? But when we start getting closer, and once you start seeing that, oh, I can walk with my spiritual master every day, I'm going out with my spiritual master, every day I'm driving my spiritual master, then you start getting used to them. And that getting used to in the spiritual life is very, very, it's not good, right? That can hurt all of our progress. We should never take our spiritual master for granted. In fact, it is said that as soon as we go in front of our spiritual master, we are wrong. Right? We are wrong just by showing up over there. Now, what else can we think beyond that? So that should be our mood when we go in front of our Guru Maharaj. But we are wrong. So no matter whether they say something good, whether they chastise us, whether they say something bad, right? It is, or something that we think is bad, everything is in our best interest. But because we have not completely been surrendered or not understood, but everything that our spiritual master does is a pastime on this planet, right? Then we start feeling bad. Then we start saying, "Oh, how can my spiritual master say this to me?" They are the king; they can do anything. In fact, once when Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Maharaj, he actually chastised, he yelled at one of his disciples that, what are you doing like this and everything? Don't you have any sense? And he chastised them in front of everyone. What did all of the God brothers of that disciple say? They went and told him, your spiritual master loves you so much. Now you have to give us all a Mahaprasad treat. Because today he chastised you in front of everyone. Because the spiritual master also will only chastise or yell at someone who they know is completely surrendered. Because to bear that humiliation in front of everyone is not every person's cup of tea. Right? But to stay close and stay surrendered. That's why for Bapuji, all of the devotees in Ulhasnagar, when you see them, no matter how close they may be to Bapuji, they every day show up with that same enthusiasm. Every day listen to the kathas every single time. In fact, it is also said that if you are hearing something from the lotus mouth of your spiritual master and you have already heard it before from them, we should react as if this is the first time we are hearing from them with that same enthusiasm, with that same drive to understand what our spiritual master is saying. So whenever we show up in front of our spiritual master, we're already wrong. And whatever they say, whatever they want us to do, we do. Because when we render service to them and we inquire from them, they will impart that knowledge onto us. And they will impart those knowledge in ways that we do not know. We also sing in the Guru Puja, yeah, right, about how Divya Gyan Hriday Prakasito, that all of the divine knowledge will start manifesting within us automatically. Knowledge of the Vedas, the Shastras, the Puranas, everything will start manifesting within us. We won't even come to know with the mercy of the spiritual master. So this is how we should approach our spiritual master, how we should render unto service unto them. And no one is more luckier than anyone in this world, one who has found their spiritual master in this lifetime. Right? Uh, no one is more luckier. कुर्बान जाऊं उस वेले सुहेले चित तुम द्वारे आया. Right? It is that even if I give my head in that moment where I found my spiritual master, where my spiritual master found me, right? Even if I give my whole life up, I cannot ever repay that debt of that moment where my spiritual master found me. So we learn from this, we surrender to our spiritual master, render service unto them, and inquire submissively. It's always good to ask questions. Sometimes even if we know things, or if we already know what it is, it's always good to that ask the question because we may get a new perspective. Or sometimes we may hear it again, and upon hearing and hearing again and again, we also get revision of that, and then we get that enthusiasm again. Right? So we should always submissively ask questions, not with arrogance or not that I already know the answer. That's why I'm asking. No, submissively. Hey, Guru Maharaj, if you think I'm worthy, you please explain to me about Krishna. Explain to me about his pastimes. What is the deep meaning of these pastimes? Our spiritual master is like a diamond. The deeper you go, the more shine it shines, the more knowledge comes out. So with that, we'll end over here. We'll continue tomorrow. Before we end, we'll chant together Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Shri Shri Radha Vrindavan Chandra Bihari Lal Ki Jai Nitai Gaur Hari Bol. Jai Jai Shri Radhe, Jai Jai Shri Radhe, Jai Jai Shri Radhe. Hare Krishna.